Workers at the Passenger Rail Agency of South Africa, PRASA, say they've been struggling for months to find each other with their employer in a new round of wage negotiations at the bargaining forum.
The union is demanding 15% increment across the board. The agreement between us and the employer must be strictly a year. The union is also saying that the employer must pay 70% towards the medical aid. We are also demanding that there won't be any retrenchments during this period of agreement, as well as 3,000 rands for housing allowance.
Unions say their 3-year wage agreement at PRASA lapsed in March 2023 and their 15,000 members have since been in limbo.
Noting that the agreement was coming to an end at the end of March 2023, therefore, we're supposed to kickstart with the wage negotiations by November 2022. The current wage negotiations were supposed to start in November 2022. However, we only commence on the 25th of May 2023. So we commenced albeit late, but however, we did commence, and our demand, or briefly, was that across the board, we demanded 15%. And we also noted to say we're starting with the process not in an ordinary fashion.
The employer has been accused of mismanagement following reports that more than 22 executives and senior managers at PRASA have been suspended for years with full pay to the tune of 50 million rand annually. The unions believe that this money can address their wage demands.
The union has been very vocal over the past few years about maladministration and the alleged corruption that is said to be taking place at PRASA, and it has played a huge role in collapsing the entity. We have publicly raised our concerns about corruption charges that are dragging and millions being spent on those who have been accused and sitting at home doing nothing. It is a huge loss to government because those who are acting in those positions are also paid millions of rands. Then the very same management tells us that they do not have enough money to pay the workers, yet they are wasting millions.
Labour unions say they want an explanation from PRASA as they believe the prolonged suspensions without a resolution is double jeopardy for the suspended workers.
We'll have to, as a matter of urgent, maybe propose a meeting with PRASA management, including their board, so that they can give us the explanation as to what is happening. You know, for me, I was taken aback when I saw the article. Then I engaged my colleagues to understand what is happening. And I do understand that this is one thing that our colleagues which were there before me, they've been raising these issues. So it's not a new issue. If I have to represent those employees, I'll be raising the issue of a waiver, because you cannot, put one on suspension for such a prolonged period, because at the end, that is tantamount to justice delayed is justice denied. They are denied justice at the end as much as they are getting salary.
The unions say they are hopeful that the employer will approach the wage negotiations positively going forward, with fresh talks expected in the coming month. PRASA says it was not in a position to comment on these issues at the moment. Katlego Legodi, SABC News in Johannesburg.